that's pretty much what Gary Vee would say about content. I'm going to brainstorm, and I'm going to go through these very quickly. This is some of the new stuff that I didn't cover on Tribe 1.0. There's some stuff on 1.0 that I'm not going to be able to get to tonight, like the personality traits. So if you want to revisit my section on the Tribe 1.0, it's in the recorded trainings. There's some very good information there as well, covering similar stuff, but there's a bunch of new stuff here. But in order to do that, I had to cut out certain things, and one of them was like the different personality types. That's some valuable content to check out on the 1.0 stuff. So this is really cool. If you go to Amazon.com, this is something I've learned recently. Type in your word for dummies. And I might just go do this real quick. You may have done this before or thought of this before, but I thought this is pretty neat. And you can go right here and click on the picture, and guess what? You get table of contents. Okay, look at this. Look at all these different blog posts that you can do about blogging. Getting started with blogs, discovering blogging basics, entering the blogosphere. So these are all keywords that you could write about. So that's just real quick, going to Amazon.com, brainstorming what the heck do I write about today? Have a plan. Going back, and so I have a bunch of these. Google Alerts, http://www.google.com/alerts. You've probably heard about this, maybe not. You can pick specific search terms, and you will get an email sent to you about all the people talking about, let's say, wellness or corporate fitness or blogging. So you can put in that search term there, and you can set it up to send you different alerts out there. So one thing that's cool about this is you can go visit those articles. It could be an article, it could be a blog post. You can comment on those blog posts. It's a good way to create some relationships, but it's also a good idea of what to write about if it's out. More brainstorming, industry news, event brochures. What would be at your local meetup? The different topics. These are the things that are hot in the industry. Niche newsletters, blogs. So you control the forums. You type in your keyword plus forum, and there'll be like hundreds and thousands of different forums that will show up. Some of my favorites are warriorforum.com, and one of them is conqueryourniche.com. The reason I put the full URL up here is there's a paid version and a free version to Conquer Your Niche. That's Russell Brunson's forum, and he talks about a lot of different things like online marketing. There's network marketing section. But the cool thing about it, I wish I had time to show you, is the reason I'm putting that full URL up there is the more people that go to my link, so put yourself in my shoes, if you sign up for a free account, you get advertising space on there. You get advertising space on conqueryourniche.com by the more activity you get. You earn advertising space by the amount of activity you have on there. So if you're going to go to Conquer Your Niche, visit my site, sign up for a free site, and then from there you can spread the word about Conquer Your Niche as well and get free advertising space. But it's a very good forum. You do not want to be, this is a word of warning, you do not want to be selling in these forums. People will jump all over your stuff in seconds if you're selling in these forums. It's all about what we teach, and what I'm teaching right here is 90 to 100% value. 90 to 100% value is the opposite of what everybody else is doing. 90% value means 90% valuable stuff that somebody can use, and 10% sales copy. And what they allow you to do in these forums is you have a little signature file. It says you can put whatever you want. Technorati.com is basically the Google for blog search. So it shows what's popular and what people like. Delicious.com. Ken's going to be talking about these from an Onlyware perspective, from a tribe syndication perspective. So Delicious.com is based on what people like, so it filters out some of the BS. Technorati.com, Delicious.com. Dig.com, ehow.com. This is a new one that I've seen. You can go to ehow.com, and there's people doing articles on how to build cabinets or how to do X, Y, and Z. You can find different topics to talk about, and I believe it shows you the popularity of those topics. That's a clue on what maybe you might want to be talking about. mygoals.com. If we have time, I might go to this one. This one's pretty neat. I started searching around that one. mygoals.com, and there was a specific reason why I wanted to do that. This is interactive. So, some people go on there and say, how do I lose 10 pounds? And, it's an interactive kind of site. I haven't spent a whole lot of time messing around with some of these, but the reason I'm sharing them with you is because it sparks some ideas for me. And I want you to empower yourself to spark some of your own ideas, goal setting tips. So what makes a good goal? Should my goals be short-term or long-term? Now you can get in here and you can find out what some people's goals are. Now if someone's taken the time to write their goal down about losing weight or physical fitness or health or any number of things, they're all by category, then maybe you want to do a blog post about it and get your face and name in front of them. And you're not sharing it right here. It's just a matter of this is what people are buzzing about on the internet. So these are some new ways to brainstorm how to write content. mygoals.com, buzz.yahoo.com. That shows you what's buzzing right now. What you need to do when you go to buzz.yahoo.com is go to something that is relevant to your niche and immediately start writing about it because people are buzzing about it right now. So let me see here. prweb.com. This is press releases. So there's a guy named Matt Basic. I didn't know who he was until I started listening to Russell Brunson, and just the other day I heard him bring up Matt Basic, and I typed in lead generation in the search. And all of a sudden Matt Basic has a press release out, and hopefully it's still there. So I typed in lead generation in the search. So right in here I saw one of these little press releases, and it said Matt Basic. So what I would do is I would go to that press release, see what they're talking about. You can write a blog post on that. You can write a blog post and link back to this press release, and then if your product or your niche is a lead generation product, you can lead right into your product. You don't want to copy and paste everything that's said on this page. You want to summarize, link back to it, give them credit. And it's just, I'm going through these rather quickly, but hopefully this is sparking ideas of how you can create certain content. So lead generation is your niche. You have a lead generation affiliate product, or you have your own lead generation product. Type that into the PR web release, talk about the press release that's showing up here, and these are all different press releases. And then talk about your own product and compare it. So compare and contrast.